what are three things that somebody re-entering society needs to do in their first 30 days?
Wow, an action plan for what you're going to do and stick to it. When I say stick to it, get with other people and organizations like P2P that can be your accountability partner, right? So I think those two go hand in hand, right? So get an accountability group and come up with an actionable plan that you plan to sort of enact. So if that's going to trade school, if that's getting your driver's license, you need a plan to do that, right? You need to study like how am I going to get my driver's license, and you need to create that plan and stick to it. But sometimes, you run into a bump in the road, and this is why accountability is so important. You run into a bump in the road, you're like, I knew this was going to happen. You get defeated, and then you need that accountability partner to say, I get that, I hear that, but no, here's what we're going to do next. And hold you accountable so that you can, achieve what you set out to do. And then believing in yourself. You have to come out believing that whatever you set your mind to, other people are going to tell you, you can't do that because you're a felon. You will never be able to get a place. And so when you hear that over and over again, you start to ruminate on it and begin to believe it. And so then you just don't try because you don't think that you can, or that you don't have the ability or the skills to do that thing. And so
Now you're in an invisible prison cell.
another one that you put yourself in, right? Versus saying, no, I might get some no's, so I'm not naive about that, but I'm not going to try. And that takes a deep sense of belief. And so that means you have to really look inward and pull from some internal strength from within in order to be able to have that resilience that you're going to need when you are overcoming or re-entering, as we use, back into society. So definitely a belief in yourself that you can is critical. And then the final thing is that community. You have to build a community, right? Whether that's a new community or you know old or new or mixed, right? Community is going to be so important to help you move forward for a lot of reasons, not just accountability, but for connections, right? If you don't reach out and you don't have community, man, it is going to be more challenging than it is. But you find the more that you build community and share your story and listen to other people's story, somebody always has an answer to everything that you need, right? It is within community, right? And that's what community is and should be, right? Is about sharing resources. So you have an issue with housing. Oh, I know this person that can help with that. Or you need a job. Oh, I know this place is hiring because my friend just got a job there. So, but you only get that if you're in community. If you don't, you have to try to figure this out and navigate it on your own, which is going to be challenging.